Hi friends! Today I did a kind of holiday look for you. It's just a bronzy purpley color that is a little bit smoky, and I think that it would look good for any holiday parties that you're going to go to or anything like that. It could work for New Year's also. It's just a bit of a smoky eye that isn't your traditional just like silver black smoky eye. It's bronze and purple, so I think that it is a really pretty look, and if you would like to know how to do that, then keep on watching. So first I'm going to be taking my paint pot in Idyllic. So it's just like this dark brown plummy purple color that I'm just going to take a flat shader brush like this and get some color on there. I usually will use my fingers for this, but since this is such a dark concentrated color, I wanted to do something else. So let me fix my focus here. Okay, so taking that color, I'm just going to start applying it right onto my lid. And I'm just patting it on there. I'm not going to go too far into the inner corner because we are going to blend this out with our fingers. We just didn't want to get all the product on our finger first. So literally just patting it onto the lid like this. So then we're going to just take our ring finger and start blending it in also. I know that you can't really see because my finger's in the way, but you're literally patting it in, and this is going to just make it blend out a little bit more so that it's not as crazy harsh. When you are patting it out this way, just gently do it, and then you have a more soft edge up here at the top. Now I want to make that edge of my eye up here just a little bit softer, so I'm going to be using Omega from MAC. It is a matte light brown color, and I'm just going to be using a big fluffy brush. This is the MAC 224. And I'm just going to swirl that onto my brush, tap off any of the extra baggage, and just work this in up by my crease so that this color is a bit more blended in, and you can see that the brown is really blending into there really well. Next, I'm going to take this MAC shadow in Cut to Fit. If you can see that. It's a frosty purpley brown color just like this, a bit on the burgundy side, and I'm going to take a different shader brush than I did from the paint pot and get a bit on my brush, tap off any, and then I will just place this right onto my lid. I'm just placing the shadow right onto where the paint pot was. And it's just going to make this color a little bit more vibrant. Next, I'm taking Sketch from MAC, and it is just a really deep purple color that has a little bit of shimmer in there. It's really nice, and we're going to just be putting this on our outer corner. So taking a small angled brush like this, I'm going to get the color just on the angle part, and I'm going to outline the outside of my outer corner. So taking that color on my brush, tapping off any of the extra that's on there. I'm going to see if I can do this without moving my head too much. I'm just going to simply start up here and start down here, and you're literally making a small V for your outer corner. I find that these brushes are really easy if you have a hard time perfecting, or you want a perfect outer corner. These are great. So I'm just doing this. As you're doing this, you want to blend it out so it doesn't just look like a little V on the outside. So if you just take your brush turned like this, you will fill in the middle areas with that color. I'm going to check if my two eyes are even. I think that I need a little bit more. The trouble with this, when you do two eyes separately, you need to kind of be a little bit what am I talking about? You just have to work with it a little bit harder than when you're doing your eyes at the same time, because you know how much you put on the other eye at the exact same time. So I'm just now making this a little bit darker so that it's matching my other eye. And you can see I'm putting it in my crease only about halfway, and we're going to blend it out in just one moment. And depending on how dramatic you want, you can continue to build up the color, but I think that's as dark as I want to go right now. So you can see the outer corner is kind of like crazy, and this is kind of like not as blended as it should be. So taking the 224 again, I'm just going to blend this out. And my favorite way to do it is to do tiny little circles up right where it needs to be blended. Finally, with the sketch shadow again, I'm going to just take a flat-headed brush like this, get a little on there, just tapping it in there, tap off any of the extra that you have, and then just lining the bottom lash line very slightly. I'm going to, I don't know, I'm going to turn my head this way because I think it's easier. I'm just going to line the bottom lash line. And I'm only going to go halfway. I'm not going to go all the way into like my inner corner or anything like that. Now, the last thing for shadows on my eyes, I'm going to be using a highlight color. This is called Shroom, and for my inner corner, I'm going to be using just a domed brush like this. I'm going to swirl it in there, tap off any of the extra, and then I love this brush. You just literally tap it in your inner corner just like this. And it's literally the perfect size. Then for under my brow, I'm going to be using a MAC 227. It's just a big fluffy brush. Again, getting it in the shadow, tapping off any of the extra, and then just tapping this under your brow. For mascara, I'm going to be using the Hourglass Full Spectrum Mascara in Onyx. I got it in my Sephora Lash Stash. This is what the brush looks like. It's just a long brush like this. I'm going to be doing 2 coats of this mascara. And when I'm applying the mascara, I'm wiggling the wand at the base and going up. I mean, there's no real super crazy good technique, but I know for sure that this is like hard to do in a camera. Sorry that my hand gets in the way too. Should have done it on the other eye. From now on, just knowing that do the left eye first, then the right eye second. I guess that's something that like you don't always know. So now I'm gonna go in with my second coat, and I'm actually gonna see if I can look over here because I find that this is a bit easier. There we go. And again, wiggling at the base to go to the top of the lashes. And I have blonde lashes, so it takes me usually 2 coats to just get them as black as I want. So definitely if you want to just do 1 coat, if you have darker lashes, that's fine. The 2 coats was just pretty much for me to coat all of my blonde lashes. Now for cheeks, I'm going to be using Cubic or however you want to say it. I think it's cubic, like cubic feet or something like that. From MAC, it's just this dusty rose color that looks pretty much good on any skin tone, I think. And I'm just going to be using a angled contour brush like this and placing it just on the apples of my cheeks and working it up into my temples. Same thing on the other side. Always with blush, I always take a big fluffy brush like this and blend it out even more. I don't know why my camera's picking up on this blush being really dark, but it's really not. Like in real life it looks like barely there. So I promise that it's not this dark. But anyway, finally, I'm going to be using Big Baby Plushglass on my lips. I love the smell of these. And I always put more lip gloss on my bottom lip than my top lip. I don't know why. I don't know if that means anything, if you look like you have bigger lips if you do that. I don't think so, but that's the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's just a dark look for the holidays that will look really good with really any holiday dress, a black dress, a purple dress, anything like that. So I think, or really any outfit, like I don't know why I decided to choose dress, but I think that this is a really pretty look. Also, you guys, I am doing Vlogmas, which I know I do not have a ton of subscribers right now, but I wanted to do Vlogmas. I just love filming and I like doing fun stuff. So I'm doing Vlogmas. The first couple are kind of boring. Like, I think it'll get more exciting once I'm not in school and I'm actually home and I can do fun stuff. But I am doing Vlogmas, and that's on my second channel, which is called just Lindsey Talks. So exactly like my name up there, except without the makeup part. So if you guys, oh, I'm hiccuping. So if you guys would like to see my Vlogmas or see anything else that I do in my life, you can go ahead and check that channel out. Anyway, I love you guys. Goodbye!